I stepped out to grab some chips. Came back and my dad tackled me crying like a baby. He even got down on his knees begging, "Come on, just give your beast contract to your brother." I smacked him twice for that. Because this world runs on beast contracts. Everyone gets to awaken their own beast when they turn 18. I awakened an epic tier abyss dragon. My brother got a useless dirt rat, but he latched onto a billionaire girl since he was a kid. All he had to do was marry into her family, and my parents would be set for life. So my dad ordered me to break my contract and hand it over, or get cut off. My first instinct was to say no. As long as the dragon didn't agree, I still had options. I was gonna take it and leave. But then it bowed down to my brother, called itself a noble dragon, said only someone marrying into money could afford to raise it. As for me, the broke owner, it basically told me to kick rocks. I didn't even flinch, I just laughed. Fine, you all want it so bad? Here you go. I squeezed my hand and snapped the contract chain. A tearing pain ripped through my head instantly. Breaking that chain, the damage is permanent. But a traitor beast like that? Good riddance. I gritted my teeth and held my ground. Vision blurring, I saw Jiang Junhai charging toward me. Nope, not even close. He snatched the dragon crystal and pressed it into my brother Jiang Hai's chest. New contract sealed. Jiang Hai was so hyped he couldn't stop laughing. Revenge? Oh, it's burning. It's just an epic beast. Calm down. I'll take that traitor dragon back myself and grind it into dust. My eyes went cold. I turned and dragged myself toward the door. Then my dad's voice came from behind. "Don't blame me," and just laughed. "Oh, I won't. But don't you dare blame me either. School trials kick off in 3 days. You pass, you get to apply for Jingho University. Simple. I had to recontract a beast before then. So I hit up a jewelry store, sold grandma's jade pendant for 200k spirit coins. Then I grabbed a ride, headed to Nanyang City's biggest beast shop, Wanshu Pavilion. Went straight to the 8th floor rare beast section. Dozens of beasts lined the hall. All kinds of rare tier ones. Then I looked at the price tags. Every single display case, 500k spirit coins. That silver moonwolf was tagged at 800k. Bro, you robbing people? I clutched my 200k spirit card, awkwardly rubbed my nose. I stopped a staff member and asked, "Y'all got anything cheaper?" I gave an awkward smile. She didn't give me the side eye though, just shook her head and explained, "This floor's all rare tier beasts. For cheaper, check the superior section." I looked disappointed. Then she added something. "Basement has some damaged ones, way cheaper. But the quality's rough, just heads up. Take me there." No hesitation. I only had 200k. This was literally my only shot. I followed her down to B1. The air was thick and cold down here. Rusty iron cages everywhere, just dumped around. I walked between them, scanning each beast inside. Nothing still? I was starting to lose hope. Then I spotted a cage in the corner. I locked eyes on it. Info flooded my vision immediately. Way too much to read at once. Inside the cage, a tiny little turtle. It noticed me and started struggling. Lifted its head and locked eyes with me. I could see it was desperately begging. Name, Wealthy Water Spirit Tortoise. Tier, Rare. Purify Path, Epic Mystic Spirit Demon Turtle. Fusion Path 1, Immortal Armored Dragon Tortoise. Fusion Path 2, Legendary Abyss Holy Tortoise. 26 fusion paths total. I sharply inhaled. Most fusion paths I've ever seen on any beast. Wait, I froze on the last path. Legendary, Black Tortoise of Bone and Frost. Is this the actual black tortoise from the legends? My mouth went dry. I reached out and gently touched its cracked shell. My brother's face flashed in my head. That smug smile. My dad's cold, empty stare. The turtle seemed to feel my rage. A burning heat spread from the cracks in its shell. I looked down. The dragon's shadow was reflected in the dirty water. Then the turtle slapped it apart with one paw. I grinned. This little guy's got attitude. Let's use Jiang Hai's Abyss Dragon as the Black Tortoise's first stepping stone. The beast needed for fusion, the Water Viper. Lucky for me, there was a busted one right here in the basement. I carefully lifted the turtle out of the rusty cage. Walked over to the Water Viper's cage. Gently took it out too. "I'll take these two." The staff could see I wasn't backing down. She didn't push back. "Alright, we'll price them as raw materials. 50k total. 50k, totally within my budget." I pulled out my card and dropped 100k right there. She lit up and walked me back upstairs. I handed over another 100k. Grabbed me 3 more fusion materials. While she was gone, the whole lobby started quietly staring at me. Someone laughed. He actually bought 2 broken beasts. Bro's dead broke. What's he even gonna do with those? Dead weight. Elmao. The word stung. The little turtle and viper curled up in my hands. Ashamed and hollow, they wouldn't stop trembling. I felt their shaking in my palms. I glared back at every one of those clowns. Don't mind them. You guys aren't dead weight at all. I chose you two. That makes you the best. Their eyes went wide with disbelief. Then slowly they lifted their heads. I stared down at them and nodded. My beasts, nobody else gets a say. Right then, the staff came back, jogging over with 3 boxes. The 3 materials wiped out the other 100k. My wallet was cleaner than my face. Got the stuff, bounced from Wanshu Pavilion, headed to the hotel. I pulled the curtain shut. No idea what fusion might set off. This kind of thing breaks all the rules. Can't let anyone see it. I'm gonna make you 2 stronger. It might hurt a little. If it's too much, just say something. I'll find a way to stop. Both tiny heads nodded. They swore to themselves. No matter how much it hurts, they hold on. They wanted to get stronger, to protect their kind master. I opened the 3 boxes and laid out the fusion materials. Abyss Dust Crown, Stygian Water, and the Bond Knot. Alright, here we go. The fusion started. Smooth so far. Those 2 little guys were gritting it out. Passed out from the pain, but never called stop. My heart ached watching them. Next time, don't try to be so tough. Even if you don't get stronger, I'll still take care of you. Suddenly, a golden pillar of light swallowed them. It exploded inside the room. Invisible shockwaves blew straight through the walls, blazing like a miniature sun. Good thing I'd sealed every crack. Nobody noticed. Meanwhile, at the Nanyang City Lord's mansion, City Lord Su Tinglan was in a meeting. discussing the new dimensional rift that opened near Nanyang. This thing had been a headache for 6 months. He was about to speak, when, boom, the conference table cracked right down the middle. He looked out the window, a golden aura, impossibly sacred. He'd never seen anything like it. Only 2 things could give off this kind of energy. Either a powerful dimensional rift just tore open, or a legendary tier primal beast just appeared. He dismissed the second option immediately. A legendary primal beast. Nobody's seen one in nearly 1,000 years. No way that just shows up in Nanyang. The more he thought, the more it didn't add up. Somebody get in here. Sweep every dimensional rift around Nanyang. Now. At the same time, back at the hotel, the golden light faded. I rushed to check on them, but they had completely changed. The little turtle had grown. At least twice the size it was. About the size of a wash basin now. Every crack on its shell completely healed. Covered in an icy blue pattern now. The water viper had changed too. A small icy gold bump had grown on top of its head. Now a full meter long. Its black tail coiled around the turtle's shell. The 2 of them looked like they were glued together. They were still passed out. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. I quickly pulled up their new info. Name: Glacial Bone Black Tortoise. Tier: Legendary. No further fusion available. It actually became a legendary black tortoise. I gasped. Couldn't calm down. Legendary tier, I'd only ever seen that on TV. This thing was on a completely different level from the Abyss Dragon. I tried to slow my heartbeat. Last night's betrayal, still replaying in my head. Tomorrow's the trial. Shanghai, time to collect some early interest. Trial day came fast. Nanyang Middle School entrance. Packed. Students hyping each other up about their beasts. Hunting for strong teammates, too. The monsters inside are no joke. For most people, teaming up was the smart play. I barely arrived and already spotted a familiar face. Shanghai was right there. Arm around his girl, all smiles. That was his fiancé. Abyss Dragon circling overhead. Students piling around, all trying to ride his coattails. Bro Jiang, you're insane. Epic tier dragon? Straight up. First place is yours for sure. Bro, wait. Is that your actual older brother? One of his boys pointed straight at me. Another one chimed in. Didn't you say your brother was trash? Like he got a dirt rat? How'd that turn into a turtle? I let out a quiet laugh and just stood there watching. Let's see how my dear brother spins this one. Shanghai squirmed under my gaze. Before he could say anything, Lin Yachting spoke up. He probably dumped the dirt rat. Thing was garbage, nobody wants it. And he's not Xiaohai's brother anymore. Watch what you say going forward. That trash doesn't deserve the title. She finished and snuggled back into Shanghai's arms. I couldn't help but laugh after that. My little brother's really something. Flipping the script like it's nothing. Since when am I the one with the dirt rat? But this isn't the time for payback yet. Wait till we're inside. Shanghai sighed and gave up. Walked over with Lin Yachting in his arms. Why'd you bring your trash turtle here to die? I gave him a cold smile. Shanghai, you really missed your calling as an actor. I'm not here to argue. Let me just leave you with one thing. I paused. Eyes full of nothing but contempt. Trash is trash. Stealing someone else's thing doesn't change what's in your DNA. I turned and walked away. Shanghai watched my back, murder in his eyes. You're already a nobody and you're still talking? I'm gonna make sure you feel it. He said it and looked down at the turtle by my feet. He ordered the Abyss Dragon. Shred that turtle's shell. The words barely left his mouth. The Abyss Dragon shot out instantly, purple dragon tail razor sharp, slashing straight at Xuanbao. Heads turned. Oof, that's rough. His beast has to be mid-tier or above. He's got a dragon user for a brother. Everyone figured I couldn't react in time. The tail hit the shell. A water shield snapped into place and blocked it clean. No way. How did he react that fast? More importantly, that turtle just blocked a dragon's attack? The crowd went wild. Even Jiang Hai looked shook, and right then, a light laugh cut through the whole crowd. I looked at Jiang Hai with a smirk. I knew he'd try something. Since you threw the first punch, don't cry about what happens next. I was about to call Xuanbao to strike. Then the bell rang. Trial officially starts. Students scattered instantly. I frowned. Held Xuanbao back. Jiang Hai seized the moment. Grabbed Lin Yachting's hand and bolted for the entrance. Tossed one last taunt over his shoulder. Get in there and die, loser. I just scoffed. I walked toward the entrance with Xuanbao. Inside the trial space, I was standing in a dense jungle. Detection orbs planted by the League circled overhead. Everything was being monitored. The rules were simple. Kill monsters, rack up points, break into the top 1,000 in the whole league. I checked the time. 3 hours left, I had to move. Xuanbao, we're going for first place. Xuanbao was the name I gave the black tortoise. Easier to hide its true identity. Xuanbao nodded hard, eyes locked in. And that jerk from earlier gets payback too. I patted Xuanbao's head, and we pushed deeper into the forest. We ran into the first monster quick. A 2-meter-long massive wolf. Silver blue fur, lightning crackling through its mane. Name, Thunder Press Wolf. Bronze tier 2. First fight and it's already tier 2? Lightning type on top of that. That's a bad matchup for most people. One slip and you're done. I stayed locked in. Xuanbao, take it. Tortoise sovereign. Xuanbao was already itching to fight. Fire burning in its gut. First real battle since the fusion. Command received. Xuanbao surged with deep blue water energy. Launched straight at it. The water field soaked up the wolf's electric bite. Knocked 2 of its teeth out while it was at it. Thunderpress Wolf went flying into a tree. Xuanbao, in tortoise strike. Xuanbao heard it, opened its mouth and let out a cloud of pale blue mist. The wolf had no time to dodge, wrapped in mist instantly. One deafening shriek. The mist cleared. Nothing left but a clean wolf skeleton. Then right away, an energy orb rose from the bones, sank straight into Xuanbao. I could feel the change in Xuanbao. One more tier 2 kill should just about do it.